Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. So I bet you guys want to know what is going on today. Let's go ahead and go live and hop on into it. Okay, so popping over here, we're going to utilize CMC to run through our prices, okay? We're actually going to take a look at the book map. I'm going to show you guys the book map and give you a little bit info about what is rocking on there, okay? Because I want to show you a few things. We're going to talk about the charts and where we are going and what is happening during these sessions and in the overall financial markets, okay? And then I'm going to hop on over here so that way I can grab our links and we can go ahead and rock out with you guys in chat live for anything that you got going on. Alright, let me go ahead and hop into here so we can get with it and we can drop it in our group so that way you guys can follow along as we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, so that way we have our links and we have our information and we have everything that we need, and we swing over to our socials, which you can get into the descriptions, and you can see all that information out there so you can get in and you can follow along live with all of our videos, because we are pushing out a lot more information as we go. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about a few things and push it with you guys, and we'll talk about the market, and we're going to go from there. And then we got some other stuff planned, and we're doing a lot more content over here, pushing out a lot of different stuff and looking at different interesting opportunities and things in the market that you can utilize for passive income, earning, and much, much more. Okay, so you guys are wondering what is going on today in the overall cryptocurrency market. So the overall cryptocurrency market cap is $1,050.6 billion. $35.1 billion in volume so far today. Bitcoin dominates at 47.7%. Ethereum dominates at 19.9%. Ethereum gas is a bit high right now because of the utilization of the chain, so it's at 39 GUI. Okay. Coming in number one, Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at $25,856, 24 hours, 0.03% to the upside. $501.5 billion market cap, $14.5 billion in volume today so far. Ethereum coming in at $1,737, 0.04% today on the 24 hours, $208.9 billion market cap, volume at $6.6 billion in volume. USDT, look at this. We are at 83.4 now. All right, so since yesterday to today, you can see the market cap actually has risen, so it's almost at 83.5. All right, so that's 500 million increase over this past week or so. So as we were saying, we see that printing going on. You got your BNB. All right, so as we talked about Binance and BNB and where it's going, all right, you guys can see that we're hitting some great, awesome targets. Kudos to those of you that took advantage of those opportunities and follow along. All right, BNB coming at $236.97. Past 24 hours up 1.6%. $36.9 billion market cap, $843 million in volume. USDT, you forgot to say this, $24.8 billion in volume on USDT. So the overall volume today is at 35, so a lot of volume from the stable coins, all right? USDC at $28.2 billion market cap, okay, $3.7 billion in volume, all right? And that's on USDC, your second largest stable coin on the market. Always diversify your stable coins from, USDT, USDC, you got BUSD if you utilize Binance Smart Chain, you got DAI, you got PAX stable coin, and True USD. So there's definitely opportunities, and you know how the market rocks and pushes. XRP at 51 cents, okay, past 24 hours to the downside 1.1%, $26.5 billion market cap, $2.6 billion in volume. Cardano sitting at 27 cents, past 24 hours to the downside 1.07%, okay, and it's $9.5 billion market cap, $354 million in volume. Dogecoin at 6 cents, sitting right there, 6.1, so it's on the lower side of 6 cents, okay? Past 24 hours, 0.16%. To the downside, $8.5 billion market cap, $214 million in volume. Tron at 7 cents, past 24 hours, up 1.5%, okay? $6.4 billion market cap, $180 million in volume. Solano in your number 10 spot at $14.93, past 24 hours, 1.8% to the downside. And look at these 24-hour ranges. You can see like Cardano 22%, Solano 25%. So this is something that we're looking at on the weekly time frames of what's happening in the markets overall. Okay, so that's something that we pay attention to in these markets. Okay, so that's something that we're going to be watching as we go along. All right, so out of your number 10 top tokens, okay, then we pull into Matic, and you know we've been watching Matic over here on this channel, and we've been seeing what's happening and what's going on. So there's been all these crazy different opportunities and stuff happening, and as you can see, that's where Matic is sitting right now at 63 cents, past 24 hours, 0.4% to the downside, $5.9 billion market cap, $427 million in volume. Litecoin at $77.14, upside 0.4%, $5.6 billion market cap, $466 million in volume. So script mining between Doge and Litecoin, definitely something that we'll be paying attention to as we go along. Polkadot at $4.59, past 24 hours, upside 1.7%. Okay, now your next stablecoin DAI is at $4.6 billion market cap, $166 million in volume. All right, so we're just going to be paying attention to that volume. Binance BUSD utilized on Binance Exchange and traded with all the pairs for BUSD, has a $4.6 billion market cap, $2.7 billion in volume. And then you know we got our wrap Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin wrap to utilize on different change. Then we got Avalanche sitting at $11.71, up 2.2% past 24 hours, $4 billion market cap, $136 million in volume. So now Avalanche is having a little bit of a slide to the upside, so people are utilizing into there. Shiba Inu, okay, volume actually on Shiba below 100 million, so volume is falling. Shiba is at $3.9 billion market cap. Okay, today it's up 1.27%. Something that I was comparing is Shiba and Pepe because Pepe is one of the up-and-coming tokens over here. So you could see 24-hour volume. Okay, Shiba Inu is at 95, 97 million. This is at 135 million. So we're going to be watching this to see if this market cap does inch over the $500 million mark, and between fully diluted, and see what's happening over there in the markets between these pumps and utilizations of what's happening in the market. Okay, and then we can actually hop over. We're going to take a look at the charts so you guys can see what's happening. So we're at Bitcoin on the 30-min. All right, so you need to pay attention to the indicators that I'm using. The indicator is called Trader's Reality. It's been coded, okay, by market makers to be able to give us all the important information we need to know about the sessions. You can go type in Trader's Reality and you can get this indicator too, and it would be the only, if you're following along, it would be the only indicator that you really need, because I'm going to explain to you, it gives us our different candles, the different colors, each means something. Each box is a different session, trading sessions on the stock markets. As you know, the most volatile times of the day are opening and closing of the markets session, so the first half hour of the day. And as you can see, that's when the volume and the volatility comes in. So Sydney pulls us up, Europe holds us up, New York open. We had some downside sell-offs, so that's when you take the chance for the opportunity for your quick scalp trading. All right, so we're going to start doing subscriptions and showing you guys scalp trading. Turn $5 into 20, 20 into 100, 100 into 1K, and utilize it. Just want to share the knowledge with you guys, show you guys the hybrid system so you can take advantage of those different volatile times a day. This is a marketplace. People are buying and selling, so you have to know what's going on. We also utilize the book map. Now, this is something that I'm going to start showing you guys more often because it is important for knowing what's happening in the markets. The book map tells you where your orders are sitting. buy, sell orders, all right, and you have your different colors. So as you see the darker color, the more orders that are sitting there. So we are watching for where orders are moving and where orders are being set inside the system. So you see like this dark red line, and it kept hitting that as that support, 25,790, 25,800. So heavy level right there, and then it looks like they just moved liquidity. So you see it's like yellow, okay? And you can see this when we were at yellow over here, and then it moved up. So that's how I knew a quick move towards the upside when they were going to swing up and grab at that $25,900 level. Now let me show you something. 25,700, there's a lot of liquidity sitting. 25,600, another level that's sitting right here, okay? Now let me show you something towards the upside. Look at that, 26.2, all right? Let me go ahead and pull that down again, and let's see. Okay, so yes, all right, so let's see. We have those orders sitting at 26,650. Okay, so 26,650, and then 25,500 and 400 are orders. So in between those swing levels, so those are levels that we would be paying attention to because of the orders. Now you can see these orders, and then see how it's getting darker, and then it started spoofing. So let me go ahead and spread this out and take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so as you can see, when it was getting darker and the orders that are coming in, you can see what's happening over there. Okay, and this is Binance Futures trading. Let me actually go to Bitcoin B USD pair. All right, and then we're going to take a look right here and see where these orders are being set here. Let me go ahead and spread this down a little bit more. All right, so 26,120. So look at this. Bitcoin sitting up at these levels, and you can see that it was just started to be added as orders. So I'm watching these ladder in, and then you see these orders that were here, okay? All right, that started pulling and disappearing and moving the liquidity and moving the orders around. So then I'm going to take a look down here, 25,300. All right, so we have a lot of Bitcoin sitting there, and at 25,000 even, heavy orders sitting there. So they know that their liquidity is there. Remember, okay, exchanges and the market makers, as they are going down, they're setting their longs to hit them on the way back up. All right, and then that's when people are buying in when you see you know, that downward action. All right, when I first got into the market and I seen, oh my God, it's going up, we got those green candles, you know, buy, 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 you know, that's the FOMO, fear of missing out. All right, you want to be able to learn how to utilize your different tools and know when to buy. So I told you about the sessions, the boxes, a little bit about the book map. Now you have your moving averages. All right, those are your exponential moving averages. So I utilize Traders Reality because we have our sessions, we have our 550 EMA, 200 EMA, and 800 EMA. Those are the top important moving averages. We have our daily opens. We have our psychological highs and lows for every week set on Sundays. All right, and then we have our yesterday highs and lows, and then we also have pivot zones. You know, M0 through M5, and where price points pivot in the system and in the algorithms. So if you get down and just watch and learn through this and be able to use indicators like this and be able to read the book map, okay, you'll be able to learn when to take advantage of those trades. So today when I saw us pulling up above this and I was looking at the 30-minute, I usually look at the 30-minute and the 1 hour when I'm starting to look to give me a bearings on my day. So I come over here to the 1 hour and I'm like, okay, let me see what's happening on Bitcoin. This is a higher low on the 1 hour, so I was like, huh, interesting. You can see how this pink candle came into play, so I wanted to see where it wicked and then closed. It closed right above that M2, so I was like, huh, interesting. This would be a quick, grab. So I was like, all right, 25,750 to trigger an order, rocking it, small leverage to see, and then to the daily open. All right, would be a take profit area where I would be at to move. So 25,900 to hit back into those zones. All right, so that would be like, quick movements. All right, you can hear about these different targets and stuff like that if you hop into our Telegram channels and you follow along. And we're gonna be doing a lot of different stuff as we go along here, and show you guys how the market is moving. All right. So basically what we got here, okay, All right, so yeah, I'm on the 1 hour chart. We're below the 50 EMA, okay? And then the 200 is up here, all right? So you can see like the 50 had a bumpy ride. The RSI, okay, pulled to the downside, but it's starting to turn up, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm looking at this saying, what is going on? Okay, now let me show you the market. Okay, so the S&P, the regular S&P 500, top 500 stocks in the stock market in New York, all right, you can see it's been having some real bullish action on the dailies. It's above its moving averages, and it's actually performing, okay, and it's performing well. And we've seen that spill over, you know, into Bitcoin, and then after these dips. So this is something that I pay attention to. Now let me show you this. Gold, okay? So I see all of a sudden U.S. spring session, New York opens right there, and then I see a sell-off on gold, okay? And then people are moving those assets because they're safe haven assets as gold, precious metals, all right? So I saw that happening. I'm like, okay, wow. So they're going to be utilizing and moving that money, okay, into the stock market, and we're going to see what's happening with the volume. So S&P is almost at 1% to the upside for the day. U.S. 10-year bonds, so the U.S. dollar, okay, today actually pushed up, all right? So it went to actually 3.8%, almost hit that 3.8% on 10-year bonds. So it gave people the incentive to buy into the U.S. dollar longer term. So this is the 10-year bonds that I was looking at, and you know, those different rates. So you can see the swing fluctuations of the market. So people are grabbing their chances at that, okay? Now, let's look at the dominance. Bitcoin dominance. Like I was telling you before, people were taking advantage of the dip. Bitcoin dominance is almost at 50%. So Bitcoin is pretty much 50% of the total cryptocurrency market cap. If it goes over 50% into 51%, then Bitcoin has conquered over the coins, and Bitcoin will have more market share. So right now it's at 49.16%. So that is something that we're watching on the dominance charts, okay? Let me go ahead and show you the daily dominance charts, all right? So we can see it longer term what's happening. Look at that. Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise. So on-chain, even with this dip, people have been buying into those opportunities. So when the FUD came out in the market and we had all those dips happening, all right, different lawsuits, all right, and everybody goes and running, those opportunities were coming in and people were accumulating Bitcoin while that was happening on-chain and massive. Bitcoin had some updates to the core, all right, which is awesome, and the network is getting stronger with its mining hash rates, and you know, we'll utilize those topics in you know, other videos. So USDT dominance, okay, you can see is at 8.18%, okay, and that dominance on USDT dominance, all right, pulling towards the upside. Like I showed you guys, USDT has been printing, okay, so USDT 83.47, so $24 billion in volume. Let me go ahead and swing over to USDT. Fully diluted market cap, volume, circulating supply, as you can see, and comparing it, you know, to the averages and how it's moving. So look, you see USDT, you know, pulling like this. So after they moved into it, all right, they're starting to flow out. So USDT is flowing out of that, all right? So you can see the different spikes over the times when we had stuff like that happening, and what was going on in the market. So right now, USDT, I can see cash flows out and people taking advantage of those opportunities in the market for those big dips and stuff that you have been handling and handing, all right? So it's definitely something that we can see. Now, market cap, look at this. The market cap on USDT, all right, has climbed. Okay, so after we had that dip when the market cap was at 69.8, all right, and USDT had its, you know, fall off, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and then it's been climbing. So after 70 billion, it's up to almost 84 billion. All right, so it's been printing, and then we go to all time from seeing this. We're coming back towards those areas. Okay, 83.1 billion market cap, okay, of May of 2022. So that is something that we're watching, because look where we're at right now. We are above that So market cap all-time highs, and you can see the volume on here. I'm getting ready to see a volume spike and see what's going to be happening on the bull run, to see what's going on there, because that is something that I definitely want to pay attention to. All right, now for USDC on a stable coin, let's go ahead and show you that. All right, let's go to market data. Okay, let's go to market cap, and then let's go 1 year, and let's go all time and take a look. Okay, so on a high market cap, 54 billion, and then it's been coming towards the downside. Let's go ahead and see the last year, USDC. So USDT has pretty much taken over, but you could see how the volume was. Volume is starting to come in, so I want to see, are they going to be utilizing USDC more? And this is because the peg, slight D-peg when that happened over here. So, when it happened to 96 cents, and, people were freaking out in the markets and stuff like that. But remember, always, go by your coins, your coins expectation. Now, let's look at BNB. BNB is one that had news, as you can see, that happened out there in the market. And you can see the market cap, okay? What do we hit right here? Let me see. Okay, 38.2 on the 13th. So that's 1 day. Let me go into a month. Let me go into 1 year. All right, so we are back down to where we were December 2022, 36.9, 37. So we are pulling below those levels. Looking at it as an opportunity, but is there going to be more flow out of BNB? All right. So after BNB actually pulled down to the $35 billion market cap, it had some relief in it and more volume coming into it. So that's something that I definitely am paying attention to as far as on chain. All right. So that's just information that I wanted to get out to you guys. All right. So we talked about our Bitcoin levels. All right. So this is Bitcoin on the daily. And as you can see, Bitcoin is sitting in between its moving averages, which the moving averages are 200 EMA and the 800 EMA. Okay, so we are trading in between that tight range, and then we had the 50 EMA, which turned towards the downside, crossing back over that 50 EMA. So as you can see, we were closing candles below that 50 EMA, which was giving me the thing to actually see what was going on. So we came back down and touched that 200 EMA moving average. So we're looking at the RSI on the daily. Okay. Hey guys, don't forget to stop by, swing by, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Twitter for all of the latest and greatest information. And I also been telling you guys about the book maps and dropping different videos. And there's a lot of stuff going on that I wanted to show you guys. Okay? Swinging over into Telegram, we got all of our different groups and information that's coming out. And there's some awesome opportunities out there. We got DEXs, we got CEXs ready to come out. Shout out B Exchange. All right? Pushing the products and information out there. Then we got the butane blockchain, which is going to be utilized and built upon as developers and information in there. You can get all of the information by following, rocking out with us on our socials, on our Telegram, following us on Twitter, and getting with us. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into the charts. You see Bitcoin on the daily, so we're not closing anything below that 200 EMA level, which we talked about in our last few videos. So as you can see, $25,250 is that 200 EMA level. If we close any candle below that level, then we are looking at that $22,000 level, and you can get all your updates and information as we go live at all these sessions that we talk and rock out with. Let's go ahead and tell you about Ethereum, so all you ETH heads out there, you can get with it and you rock with it. Latest and greatest. Okay, so we did hit that 200 EMA, and we wicked out below that 200 EMA, but we did not close any candles below that 200 EMA. So that's something I'm going to be paying attention to. The RSI is turned down on the daily. Let me just go ahead and show you a little bit of a short term, which is right here on the 1 hour chart, and the different zones and sessions we are trading for our daily sessions, okay? So we're below the 50 EMA on the 1 hour, and that's been acting as resistance. So I'm not going to say any bullish movement until we start closing candles above that 50 EMA level, okay? So right now, as we were talking about, this support level that we were hitting at 1,720, okay, we've been wicking out and hitting that level and swinging in between it. You see the psychological highs and lows? We've been swinging between those levels and the pivot zones, okay? So we actually do have a little bit of a higher low in this session, and because we see strength in the markets in the S&P, and then sell-offs on gold and people buying into different assets, so that means people are going for that information. Now, here we go, hopping on over to your BNB Binance. What happened to Binance? Okay, BNB now on the 1 hour chart is starting to close above that 50 EMA moving average, which is bullish in my regard. So is it seeing a little bit of a bounce back after that FUD on the market and out in the news, that fear, uncertainty, and doubt? What is going on? Yeah, as you know, cryptocurrencies and the SEC and the monetary systems in the United States, they are coming against these crypto exchanges, and people want regulation. So the more regulation that comes in and the more that people can follow information, the better it will be for all of us, okay? And as you can see, that FUD caused a sell-off in the market, which gave us that opportunity, and we talked about it with you guys when we were wicking out to 220. So shout out to all you guys that grabbed that opportunity when we were talking about it a couple days ago. If you guys do remember, and if you don't remember, you could swing back and follow those other videos. So right now, BNB, $237 level. Let me go ahead and show you the daily, and you can get a better outlook and aspect on what's happening in the markets on the overall daily, okay? So on the daily, we kept seeing drop-offs and sell-offs, and that's when we hit that $220 level that we were talking about, and we were seeing some support. RSI is turned back up on the daily because we are in the oversold territory, so that's something that I'm paying attention to, and we have a candle actually that is giving us a bit of relief today, all right, but we're still below those moving averages. The 50 is about to cross the 800, which we don't really want to see because that gives us bearish indication in the market, all right? So that's what we're looking at overall on the daily for Binance BNB. All right, I'm going to show you XRP because we talk about it. XRP sitting right there, and the 800 EMA moving average on the daily is a big support and resistance zone. So you can see we've been swinging up around and about this level. Now, if we see some more bullish momentum in the market, okay, we will be closing candles above that and continuing to the upside. All right, so this is something that we're paying attention to. We're sitting at that 51-cent level, so that is what we got for it to show you guys, you Doge heads out there, okay? Dogecoin, as it wicked out to the 5-cent level, it's still sitting at 6-cent level, and you know, we're closing those red candles that you guys don't like to see. So that's something that we're going to pay attention to over these next couple days to see what's happening and what's coming to in the information in the video, okay? RSI turned to the downside into the oversold territory, so that's something we're going to pay attention to. And then the next thing I want to show you, okay, the dollar index is now at 103, so it did pull back a bit. So you know when it pulls back a bit, that's a little bit of strength for the crypto market. And then we've been talk about our Matic, all right? You could see as we wicked out below and we hit at the 50-cent level, we are at 63 cents now, and we are starting to form a little bit of a trend, sliding towards the upside, which is good, all right, and I'm just waiting and seeing these different opportunities. RSI did start to turn up, but we're still in that oversold area, and basically what I'm waiting and looking for too is for the RSI to cross back over, as you guys see at that yellow line right there, okay? So that's something that we're paying attention to in the overall market, all right? And then that's Bitcoin on the daily, as you guys always want to know and talk about, and you can see the RSI. I want to see us crossing back over on that RSI. And inflation data is actually at its lowest, so that's giving us strength in the markets, which is awesome, okay? Now, the book map, as you can see with the different set orders and information that's going out here on the book map, and from what we've been telling about, so you guys that asked for it, there you go. I'm going to be teaching also the book map when I do these videos daily, so make sure to just listen, learn, kick back, and relax, so that way you can get all your information and data as you go, okay? We talked about CMC and all the different prices. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash the like button, follow, rock with us, okay? And we can get with us on Twitter and follow all of our information and news that we got going on there. And you can rock out and you can see all of our stuff that's happening out here. Shout out to all of you guys that swing by, rocking, shilling, and chilling, okay? Don't forget to hit all that, get with it. Any Q&A questions that you want to know or anything that you want to know in the market, you can get with me to push it. Okay, guys, you've been chilling and chilling, rocking and rolling with JH Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much more.